Hi again, this is Rick with AmazingAccuracy.com. Today is November 3rd, 2022. It is currently 9:47 a.m. Chicago time, and a rare moment here where I am uploading yet again, the third time this week, and during my trading day. Normally I would not do that because I'm extremely busy and I don't usually make videos when I am currently in the middle of trading and so forth, but I am currently flat, and I also wanted to make sure that I did a follow-up since I've pretty much started a series in the crude oil market here, going back to October 18th, it looks like, or even October 5th if you want to go back that far. I might as well keep it going for right now because I've made several forward-looking expectations available to you all who have subscribed or watched this channel and get notifications before the actual event occurs. So, ranting over, let's get right into what in the world am I talking about. Okay, if you weren't here for yesterday's video, real brief, I will go over it just quickly, but I would suggest you go take a look at the video in my channel called Next Moves in Crude number 2. That was uploaded yesterday, November 2nd. And also take a look at the I Told You Next Likely Moves in Crude Oil Futures that was uploaded Halloween, October 31st. Okay. Let's take a quick look at the chart used yesterday, the provisions chart here. Crude oil daily chart. All right, this was shared yesterday, and what I want to let you know, I'm going to bring those of you who have not seen those previous videos up to date real quick. This major bottom here was forecasted, this was forecasted, this was forecasted, and then the micro swings have been forecasted. And I had come out in a video earlier in the month where I mentioned my expectation from the low over here was for this to go up to around November 11th time period. However, as you're going to see real quick, yesterday I had to come in, give an update that may have flipped. Okay, and what do I mean by flipped? All right, cycles, top, bottom, top, bottom, top, bottom. You can see it just happening all across the chart here. And they're spaced out different amount of time. Okay, so part of timing is figuring out when these top bottoms are likely to occur. And when I made the forecast expectation to go from the October 18th bottom here up to a November 11th top, it was based on my rotation, cycle rotation analysis that I had already done in advance. However, nobody knows 100% what the market will do except God. So, since I am not He, obviously, there are going to have to be certain elements that will pop up that I'm not aware of that happens in the market. There's a little bit of randomness out there. It's not random because you couldn't be able to time it with cycles if it was, but there is an element of random, which really is that there is a variable that we just don't know about because there are just so many variables. So it's really not random. It's just we don't know what. Anyway, so let me just show you here. Okay, so if you go 18, okay, top, bottom, top, bottom, top. This bottom right here, October 31st. I was not expecting it to end on October 31st. I was expecting it to end on November 1st, one more day over, and possibly no later than November 2nd, because I already knew that November 2nd was an expected turn in advance. When it made the swing bottom on October 31st, one day early, and moved higher, that immediately put bells off in my head. we have a flip in the pattern. So what was top, bottom is now bottom, top, bottom, top. I hope that makes sense. So if you're thinking, well, how in the world can I use something like this in my own market timing if things can keep flipping? Well, the fact that I came on yesterday in my video and actually told you in advance what I expected to happen shows that you can. And I did. All right. I came out yesterday and I said, look, we're at trend line resistance. 11.2 is expected to be a swing before it was originally expected to be a future swing bottom. But as you watch the market, you see, oh, it can only possibly be a swing top. That's how you know how to use it. You wait until you come to the date, you see which direction price moved into the date, and then you know it's going to be going in the opposite direction after the date. Simple pimple. All right, so comes up to 11.2, I make a video, I let you know in advance that I expect it to move down. I say, okay, let's expect it to move down to the next turn point, around 11.4, 11.7, then move up to the next turn point, 11.9, let's move down to the next point, 11.9. Originally, I was expecting 11.11 to be on the upper end, but now with this rotation, it's on the lower end. But what would happen? I'm going to give you an what if here. What would happen if it made this bottom on 11.4, 11.7? That's Friday or Monday. Friday, Monday. It's just one day apart. So it makes this bottom, okay, and you go long this market, and then it goes up to 11.9, but it doesn't make a top on 11.9. Let's say it blows right through 11.9, goes to 11.10. Then are you still going to expect 11.11 to be the bottom? No, because it completely missed the 11.9 flip that you were expecting. So you have to go with what you see at the time. I hope that makes sense, people. You know, when you're analyzing charts, technical analysis, you got to go with what the market gives you. So right now, it gave me, hey, 11.2 can only be a top. It can't be a bottom. Wow, what can I do with this? Well, during the middle of the night, for me anyway, in Central Time, I could go out there, I could sell a contract at Crude, I could put a stop or buy a call option or whatever you want to do to manage your risk. Go to bed, wake up in the morning, see if things worked out, and then continue to trade on. Now, I didn't happen to sell this because it's making higher swing tops, and I chose not to sell that one. I sold that one. So I guess I tend to break my own little trend rules there, but that's because I'm cocky. Sorry, but you know, it's because I'm so sure of what is likely going to happen. And you notice I throw that likely word out there because I'm not so presumptuous to say that I know for sure 100%. Okay, I just don't want people to get the wrong impression. So anyway, 11.2 expected to be a swing top. Well, I come today to show you that yes, it confirmed as a swing top. You can see here November 3rd. This is real-time price action going on right now. You can see the prices moving right here in Crude 88.66 as we talk. And it made a lower low than yesterday. It did not make a higher high. It has confirmed. The cycle swing top has confirmed. So yes, I am now expecting this to move down into the 11.4, 11.7 as I had already mentioned with the other chart. Also for you indicator geeks out there, I'm going to take this trend line here, take a look at this on the daily chart. This is a stochastic, and you can see that we have that. So looking at that, if you know what that means, that is simply referred to as a bearish divergence pattern. It's just further confirmation of what you see happening here. The RSI is usually really, really good for this purpose, but we did not get a bearish divergence on the RSI. The RSI is this glowing line you see right here. I plot it right on my price chart. And the RSI made a higher peak high here. So, you have this really, I have this set here, the stochastic, on a really, really short leash, you might say. It's really quick. It's very quick. It's for really fine timing. But anyway, the RSI here is the big daddy as far as divergences are concerned, in my opinion, and it did not provide that. So I consider that we're just doing the basic higher swing bottom, higher swing top situation here, and when this tomorrow's price bar makes even a lower low than today to go towards the 11.4, 11.7 period, well, I expect this stochastic to be way down here. That's how fast it moves. It doesn't take very long to move down. Well, actually, this is the day chart, so it'll probably just be down here. But anyway, I am ranting. Let me go down to a 4-hour chart here. All right. So you can see here in the 4-hour chart. Am I in 4 hours? Yes, I am in 4 hours. All right. So if we look at that top right here, and we can see the bottom of yesterday is right there. Okay. So what happened is today has just broke below it. The bottom of yesterday was 87.72, and today it's 87.60. So 12 ticks, 12 tickers there. It has gone down below yesterday's low and has in fact confirmed that swing top. So anyway, just want to give you that intraday update on crude oil, on how things are working out, and also to share that information as far as how you can anticipate these things happening in advance, as it's happening. Okay, so it's not just, hey, on this day look for bottom, top, or whatever. No, you have to work with it. You go up to the date, you go up to that time period, look at price action. Is it at resistance? Is it at support? Do you have any divergences or anything else that can support your expectation? And if you want to go based on guidelines, you'd be waiting until you got confirmation before you actually place a trade. Just full disclosure, I tend to, when I'm really sure of something likely to happen, I'll put in a defined risk trade, and then I'll clock out for the night, go to bed, and wake up in the morning and see how things are. And it may be counter trend. Let me bring up this chart. As you can see right now that everything's making these higher swing tops. However, if you watch my video yesterday, you'll know that I'm expecting a weekly swing top to be forming at this time for this week. And so what we may be looking at here is the formation of that weekly swing top. We will know by the close of tomorrow if that's the case. If prices continue to move lower into 11.4, 11.7, and not instead shoot up and make a top on 11.4, 11.7. Can that happen? Absolutely. And what did I say? If that happens, if tomorrow, for example, things just got weird, some news came out, Jerome Powell all of a sudden said that he was raising rates, 300% or whatever, some crazy thing, and oil shot up for 11.4, 11.7, then what would you be expecting 11.9 and 11.11 to be? See, you have to flip things as you go if anything changes from your expectation. Okay, I hope you learned from that, folks. Anyway, if you got questions or comments, please leave them in the comment sections. I'll leave links to the previous videos if you haven't watched them, maybe a card up above, all these things. Thanks for watching this intraday update, And if you haven't already, please subscribe, click the notification bell so you'll be informed of my videos before they come out, before the market does what the video is talking about, is what I mean. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.